things theology, all things theology. We chop it up properly, without an apology. Gotta give that theology to God, hallowed be, cause this is how we do it at All Things Theology.
More to that. Next, we want to get to Bryson's view. Bryson Gray. I like Bryson, man. I like his boldness, but when it comes to this, he's obviously, I stand in opposition to what Bryson is going to say, and I found this very interesting. So let's get into that. I'm going to just play this through. It's about a minute long. We'll let him talk about it.
Essentially, not 100%, but I can pretty much lay it down. At the beginning, God is alone, though he has his own reason with him. Then when it is time to create, he brings the Son into existence, using but not losing a portion of his spiritual matter. Then the Son, using a portion of the divine matter shared with him, brings into existence the Spirit. And even though the Son is not the Father himself or God in that way, since he's made up of the same essence, and we're subjected to him, that's 1 Corinthians 15, then you can also refer to him as God in that sense, but he is not equal to the Father.
Now, if you can't tell, Bryson is reading something. You can tell by the eye glancing he keeps having to do, like, obviously reading, because most people don't talk quite like that. The language even seems a little stringent and strained when you're trying to provide clarity and brevity on what you believe. So he was clearly quoting something. The question is, who is Bryson Gray quoting? Well, this is what he claims about who he's quoting.
Maybe Bryson could clarify one thing before you guys ask a question, which is, Bryson, you said spiritual matter. Can you help me? How would you define spiritual matter?
The essence of God. And by the way, I was just quite literally quoting Tertullian. Every single word I just used was from Tertullian.
You like the term spiritual matter?
It is what he used. That's what I use. But essence is another word that you can use to replace spiritual matter. It's up to you.
Okay. It's just
so Bryson Gray claims that he is quoting Tertullian. Let's play it back so you guys don't. Hey, I'm not taking him out of context. That's who he claims he's quoting. So let's hear it one more time.
Maybe Bryson could clarify one thing before you guys ask a question, which is, Bryson, you said spiritual matter. Can you help me? How would you define spiritual matter?
The essence of God. And by the way, I was just quite literally quoting Tertullian.
Quite literally. So what we would expect if we went to Tertullian's writings, we searched this, we would find literally an exact quotation from Tertullian, correct? Well,
every single.
He even gets a thumbs up from Chris LaSala. Look at that. Good, man. Great quote. Yeah, I know that quote. It's kind of, well, I put this in the old trusty, dusty, Googles, right? It's right here. You go to this. I literally have that quote. Typed it out all myself. Man, hard work. Guys, you guys don't know how hard it is doing this. Well, and there's literally only one place this quote is found. Apparently, alleged quote, right? So I did the responsible thing and I clicked on it, right? Yeah, Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy. What are they doing with this? Well, I go down to that quote. Let's see. I remember where it's at. And here it is. Here it is. But what we're going to find out is this is not a quote. This is a conjecture at best that this is what Tertullian's saying, but this is not an exact literal quote as was claimed. Let's read it. Under the influence of Stoic philosophy, Tertullian believes that all real things are material, right? And then God is a spirit, but a spirit is a material thing made out of finer sort of matter. At the beginning, God is alone, and there goes the quote. So the author of this website is saying this is what Tertullian believed. This is actually not an exact quote. Now, we can argue if he actually believed it, but the issue I'm making is that this is not an exact quote. You might be asking yourself, who is the author of this website? Who wrote this? Well, Let me scroll down the Googles. Copyright by Dale Tuggy. If you don't know who Dale Tuggy is a Unitarian. He also denies the divinity of Jesus, right? Does not believe he is Yahweh. And so I just found that part in that section interesting, that this was claimed to be a quote. Well, to be fair to Dale Tuggy, Dale is not even saying this is what Tertullian said. Now he's claiming he believed that, but those are two different things. But anyways, it may be just Bryson thought that was a citation, but at best it was misleading, or at worst it was misleading. At best, it was not where what he was reading was actual, not a citation of Tertullian. Actually never said those exact words. It's not a quote from a writing or anything. So again, we would have to dive into that to see, well, is that what Tertullian believed? Well, we can do that. But I just wanted to say that's actual, not a literal citation as was claimed. Yo, guys, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed what you heard here today, why don't you go and leave me a like? Subscribe to the channel if it's your first time here. Hit that notification bell. I promise to give you weekly content, lives, interacting, exposing false teachers, showing you my theological beliefs and what I believe the Bible teaches. So if you're here for that, go and join us.